The pencils are sharp, but some of my markers are in my backpack in the other room. But that's okay. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. But do do do. Da 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 da. There it is. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah. Test. And good job, Ripley. Ripley. Hey, sweetest angel. Everything's working? Yeah? Oh, I forgot to set it up. Does this still work? Nope. Can't make you talk anymore, Ripley. Can't make you talk anymore. Anyway, good evening, Space Goody. Ripley, stop sitting around like a jerk. Play some intro themes. Camera one! Synced? Synced? Alright, everything's synced. What about this one? Ah, both cameras syncing nicely. I lowered the quality a little bit, so now the cameras should all work well. As suggested by Michael White over at Mike White Robot. If everybody's not following him and watching him make his comics. Actually, I think he finished the book, so he's like getting ready to publish and stuff now. I should check in with that and see what's up. And of course, Laser Sharks, it's been a while since you've surfaced to this show. And your fin was like, here I effing go. It's been a while. I'm sure I've asked this 1,000 times before. Is that Nickelback? Has it been a while for Nickelback? It's Nickelback. Since you listened to me, and I was married to Avril Lavigne, and that was really weird for the country, and they got a divorce and nobody really cared. But we still think that was weird. Stain. Stain? Not stained? It's just stain? I don't like that name. Let's all start a petition, as people do now. Go to your Twitters and write, "Hey, Stain, that name's not cool. This name's not cool. You got to change that up." Poopstar80 is now following. Oh, I gotta switch cameras so we can see the animations. Oh, is Pat here? Is Pat here so I can once again get it stuck in his head? Because it goes, hey now, you're a poop star. Get the show on. Get paid. All that glitters is not poop. But if you shine it up, you can shine a turd. That fell out of rhyme-wise. Anyway, today, I was drawing some robots on the weekend. So I think I'm going to draw another robot. Laser Sharks is hosting. Because it's been a while since... Oh, I got a little fluffy here. What is this? One of my own gray hairs? I don't think... No, I don't know what it is. Pat's in the kitchen, so he's missing all the fun that Pat could be wishing he had. But Pat is busy rolling up tortillas in the city like he's Caroline. All right, this camera is super in my way. What have I done? What have I done? How did I? Let's Tilt this a little ways. Alright. I can see what I'm doing a little bit. This is why I do a rough before the show, I realized. Anyway. It's been a while. People yelling stuff in the streets. More crazy. 'Cause Pat's making pies while tears drip from his eyes. He doesn't want to do it, but Space Goonie says, make me some pies or get out. I'm sick of your lies. You said you could make an apple and a blueberry too. But I'm sure you were lying to not just me, but to you. Pat's Pies. And that's the new rock opera about the sad life of Pat making pies that he does not want to make. But in the end, spoiler alert, he learns to love making pies. And I mean, I hope he does, because when you open up a pie shop that the whole town is in love with, you better love your job, which is making pies, Pat. It's a heartwarming tale. Heartwarming tale of Pat and his pies. So they're going to start out, if you're following along at home. You can't see that. Oh, there you go. So with my hand's in the way, the white balance goes off. Why is it so hard? Alright, one of these days I'll figure out how to lock down the white balance, I guess. And in the end, no, if the pies are people, then I'm stealing. Then I'm stealing, Space Shark. Laser Sharks. Disney will come after me. I think they own the barber now. Shoulder structure. What's that thing called? A rib cage. I should have drew a line through this. This picture is kind of on a slant. It's a little bit weird. But anyway, like I said, Pat, hey now, you're a poop star, you're following, go host. Hey now, you're a poop star, get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only streaming stars break the mold. 'Cause it's a cool place, and they say it's getting cooler. Why will I sing every other song, but that song I will not sing? I only just say it. I mean, I know that I can't sing. We all know that I can't sing, but I have fun with it. I have fun with it. But that song, I don't know. I'll admit, I got it in my Spotify. I think it's on my phone still. This is all structural, sketchy mess already. But we'll clean it up. We'll get this cleaned up. It'll look like something eventually. And if you're not reading along with the text at home, it goes a little something like this. Hey, how are you today? Oh, Pat, I'm pretty good at you, Space Shark. That's not my name, Space Goonie. Let me refrain. We're doing good and you're doing good. Everyone's singing along like they should, 'cause you all know the words. So sing along now. Here comes the chorus. How do you do? It's not much of a chorus. It's also the end of the song. Alright, now I just have to do this all the time. Remember, after I get the structure down, to turn it into a robot, like all those times I completely forgot to turn the thing I was drawing into a dinosaur. I was also going to say, Laser Shark's got a puppy? Okay, no. What? I really don't know what anybody's referencing now, Space Goonie. Ah, the old inside joke. Oh, you can't even see that, but like a sucker, I ran out of room at the bottom of the page. Not well planned. Not well planned. And there will be no ears. So anyway, stories. How many times do I have to say that I don't do anything. I really don't do anything. I don't go too far. I don't. And again, nothing really crazy happened. But like I said, so to keep everybody up to speed, last few weeks, a couple of crazy maniacs upstairs, two in particular that were all, let's just say, pilled out and crazy, making noise and whatever. So eventually the landlord came in, threatened to kick their doors down, kicked them out, and I think they're finally gone. Before they left, it's not as dynamic as I wanted it to be. Before they left, a few things. Like I said, I ran into the crazy lady who was being super not crazy, and that was weird. But then another day, I kind of cleaned out the closet, got a bunch of recycling and cardboard and stuff to go in the recycling bin and stuff in the dumpster because, you know, winter's finally over and I can get rid of a bunch of things. And I'm just going to make up some fun robot stuff now. So like I said, I'm pretty sure, I think they're gone. I don't really know. Like I said, it's been quiet, but they finally started to quiet down while they were moving and whatnot. But yeah, I took the stuff out and the lady was talking to like a guy in a van and what I think was like maybe her daughter or something. It was, I don't know, I'll say just like a young girl, age, I have no idea. Can't judge it anymore. But so like basically, I come down the steps. There at the end of the steps, I go to the left, recycling. I go to the right for the garbage bin. But the lady stops. She's like, "That man right there," and like to the young girl, like, "Do you know that man?" And I can just feel like I can feel a finger pointing at me. So first I'm like, she has to be talking about like the guy in the truck. She has to be talking about anybody else. Like nobody ever points at me and says that man right there. They either say that guy right there, or that young fella over there, or that weirdo, or the nerd in the glasses. Nobody ever says like, oh, there's a man. It's just not a thing. You know, it's just not a thing, and I'm fine with that. Ooh, I don't think it's possible to not have insane neighbors. It's just people are just insane and they're everywhere. And if you want to live somewhere, people are going to be crazy. Most of it is like people basically say like it's my fault, you know, because I just notice things that are happening. I don't know how to turn myself off to the world, so I hear a lot more things than I should, I guess. But that's story number 2. So yeah, she's just like, "Do you know that man?" And I'm like, "What is even happening?" And I kind of just keep doing my thing because it's like I've got like a 30-second task to take care of here, and then I'm back inside. And as I'm going back up the stairs, she's still saying it, and she's like I can't remember I missed some words while I was dumpster throwing, and then the rest of the sentence, the rest of the paragraph was like, "You should. Everybody knows that man." And then I went in, and I don't know. I presume she was saying nice things about, I'm going to say, somebody who looks like me, because she doesn't know me. Like, she doesn't know me? I don't know. MGC Gaming just subscribed. How come I played that animation? Thanks for the sub. MCG. Subscribing to me. And Oliver Dutton saying it's beautiful. Saying beautiful. And I can see. Almost rhymed me again with me. Should be the elephant is like watching a sub float by his head, and it says thanks for the sub, but for some reason it's just playing the standard one. But anyway, thanks Oliver Dutton. I'll assume your name is Dutton. I'm going to say raspberries have never reminded me of Spider-Man. I can see why, but raspberries definitely always remind me of spiders. Just seeing raspberries anywhere, I always assume there's spiders in there. Like, I've never bought like fresh raspberries. Sorry, did I say strawberries? Never, just never. Because of that spiderweb texture, I just always assume like that's just filled with spiders. It's just filled with spiders. I only get frozen raspberries. And it's probably because I don't want all of the spider eggs to erupt from there. But yeah, so she said something about that. I don't know. I'm an important man in this building, I guess. I don't know what that's all about. And then, and once again, to preface, like I always do, it's not my job to judge. It's nobody's job to judge. I'm not here to judge. Laser sharks. Sharks aren't even here to judge. But like I said, I'm in this weird tower in this building. I got this round room that's surrounded by windows, and I just look out from my tower of judgment. And with the tower of judgment, judgments must be cast. But no, again, I'm not like, doesn't matter. What I say here doesn't matter. I don't know why. It is my position to state upon the state and county that these people are dirted bags. They're bags of dirt and they need to clean themselves up. That's my position. It's my position. Fanta-can. Do you concur or not concur? Let's all take a vote. Dirt bags are dirt bags. End of discussion. But no. When I was like, are they gone yet? Are the crazy people upstairs gone yet? Like, why do I keep seeing them? And I haven't seen them move anything out yet. I have seen nothing move. I haven't heard anybody moving stuff up and down the stairs. It makes no sense. I've seen them throw some things out. But then, one day, you know, the sun rose. It was a warm day. Everything seemed right with the world. And I looked out the window and there was a truck pickup style truck with a trailer, both of them filled with what I can only assume in my magical judgment vision is garbage. Like it looked the same as when they have a truck full of somebody's apartment when some like person just took off and left everything behind. Yeah, I'm still drawing a picture. I haven't forgot. Let's put some crazy robot eyes on this lady. And get it roboted up. But again, like I haven't seen these people's apartments. I know that my apartment is really nice. In spite of the building, in spite of the people and the weirdos, my apartment, like if you came in here, be like, oh man, are you the coolest guy in the world? And I'd be like, almost caught that pencil. I'd be like, no, but with this apartment, I'm kind of the coolest guy. I'm at least the Caroline in the city of this city. All right, I'm drawing cartoons and I can look down on the city, kind of, and it's nice. It's clean, and my furniture is, even though some of it is secondhand, it's not, you know, looking like it's been run through I don't know, a cow field. It was just coated in cow turds, smash holes. But yeah, it just looked like a bunch of old furniture, and a few times they've you know, they had to empty out apartments of people who have taken off, and it's just like, what is all this stuff? And it's just like basically smashed apart furniture, and it's like, how do people live? How do people live? And it's like, oh yeah, the reason I try to avoid people a lot of the time because they're violent and crazy, and they break stuff. So this truck pulled away with what looked like nothing but broken furniture and just a smashed apart life. And I'm like, I genuinely don't know if they left all their garbage and this is a truck taking it to the dump, or this is their life that they're moving to their new place and that they are then going to live on this pile of garbage. Like, I don't even know. The other sidestep from that little bit is in the dumpster as I was throwing out some more garbage or whatever today, or the other day, who knows what day it is anymore. There was a microwave, but the microwave was like, there was no casing on it. There was a bunch of, you know, like it was opened up in a way that was like, how do you, you know, it wasn't smashed on the way. It was just like, you took this from your apartment, put this in this dumpster. I haven't seen a microwave that looks like this in 1,000 years. It's clearly a 1992 microwave to start. And then also it has pieces off as if like, oh, I couldn't get it to work. So I took the casing off, jiggle with some things, and just kept microwaving. Like, I don't know. After seeing exactly Laser Shark's, the Garbage Pail Kids style furniture, then I'm just like, I don't even know what to make of this one, right? It's like they were probably just using this. Who has a microwave in this state in their, like, these apartments are not huge, and seeing all that, like, where would you, how would you? And I already know. We started this stream months and months ago with me helping the hoarders across the street, across the hall, move all their stuff downstairs, and it was like, where did all this stuff come from? Because I saw their apartment, and it is in fact smaller than mine. But again, some people are just you know, dirtbags, and that's their thing. That's what they like. That's what they do. And like I said, who am I to judge? Now, the fun part of drawing robot stuff is just messing around with the pen and making a bunch of things everywhere. So I'm not going to get too crazy with robot details yet, because I'm going to do a lot of that fun with my markers. So there's that man, and then the microwave thing, which is just, again, that's just a weird mystery for me. That's not a story by any means. But the story of the week. I want to say, you know, Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen. You know the stories I've told about the people and their can't rhyme anything with Blitzen. And their Fitzen. But yeah, so the people over on this side of me, they didn't go. So in a building, there are 3 kinds of people. All right, let's start it with a philosophy that I'm going to make up right now. Oh, nothing's right. Nothing's right, laser sharks. We could sit and talk about how nothing makes sense and the points don't matter. You know, they're the again for hours. Let's start with the philosophy of horrible people and good people. Three different kinds of people in a building. There's like the drugged out crazy people, which is the two that got kicked out. Two separate apartments, just like we scream and yell for no real reason. We're just screaming and going crazy. We do want to break stuff. We just, you know, they're just basically unloved. They want love. They want some kind of friendship. They have each other, and that's not a good recipe. They're just feeling each other's madness, and I don't want to be their friend either, so it sucks for them. There is the, let's call them people who just want to live, people who are just living, apartment livers. That's me, and most of the other people here, they're like, yeah, maybe you'll get upset with things sometimes, but you won't go out into the hallway and scream hate crimes at everybody. You just won't do that. Maybe you'll call the landlord and say, hey, somebody's in the hallway screaming hate crimes. Can you deal with this? Because I'm just a normal guy who wants to do weird things and talk to a fan of can who won't even look at me when I'm talking to him. And that's cool. And then there's the third kind, and they live on the other side of the wall. Those are people that are just plain loud. They're just nutty loud because that's just how they do things. They don't have a volume, and they don't have an emotion that's not passionate. They're just maybe just super passionate people, but whatever it is, it's volatile all the time. And when I see them in the hallway, it's always just like, hey, nicest people in the world. When they're alone with each other, it's just like, guys, oh my god, break up 3 a week, please. That's the other thing. It's hard to judge the upstairs, downstairs noise. I try my best to creep around my own apartment like I'm on clouds because I've lived below people enough to know that like the slightest little thing just sounds like somebody's going bananas upstairs. Like I said last week, it sounded like upstairs when they were in their drunken, pilled out state that it sounded like two people and one person. It sounded like one person was trying to without really doing anything, teach a horse to walk on its hind legs. It's just like, what is going on up there? Like, what could these noises possibly be? Is this just shoes? And other times it's like, that's definitely just your socks. Like, how do you even walk this hard? Who walks this hard besides a Dewey Cox? And so other times it is just like, oh, they're just stomping around and throwing things. People are nuts. But these two, straight up, it's only yelling. But like I said before, if you're in a multiracial, biracial relationship, each of you can't be racist against each other's race. It's just not going to work out great. It's, I'd like to say I'm a genius, but I'm not. It's super simple math. Wicked simple math. Unless, I don't know, one of these weeks, one of you can Gran Torino yourself, or both of you can Gran Torino and go, oh, I realize we're both people and we should just get along. This is insane. Oh yeah, when I was basement apartmenting it, like I said, like the lady upstairs, nicest lady in the world, mostly 900% quiet, but she did have her grandkids over like every weekend, and all they did was just run back and forth with their little sneakers on, and it's just like, this is what horror movies sound like. These are just a bunch of little gauges up there as far as I'm concerned, and they won't stop and they won't stop. And now I'm above. I'm the above ground person, no longer chudding under the city. But yeah, so what did they say? I don't think I wrote it down, but I meant to. Blah, blah. Oh yes, here we go. It was a few things. They were drifting as well. When you drift from like many reasons of why you hate each other within like a 40 minutes span, and it's like, seriously guys, the only thing you guys seem to agree on is that you want to do it with each other, and every other minute of the day is torture, is abhorrent torture for you. So, let's take a quick Fanta break. Is this disturbing to you? I was really hoping he would look over at that time. I don't have his blinks memorized, so I can't really time it. Delicious Fanta innards. Look at me. Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted. Fake news. So, what again? In here, in this office, I'm off. I'm off from the building. I'm in this magical little tower, so it kind of takes me away from all the sounds. Doesn't take me away from the sounds of the city sirens. So yeah, I come out of my office, and this is like, I would say a mid-afternoon, late afternoon type of situation. And oh yeah, I feel really bad enjoying the falling down of children on Instagram. Excuse me. I don't know. I don't remember which one was started, or at least which one I heard first. But basically, the lady was screaming something about like, "Well, wherever you've been, whatever you've been doing," blah blah blah, blah, like screaming like, "What's going on?" And then he was like, "Well, you know, it's got to be you. It's got to be you. Like, you know, you're the one, or whatever." Just like, what is happening right now? Why? What are these accusations? And she says something like, well, she's like, I don't have sex with anybody else besides you, so you get to the hospital and you get yourself checked out because you're up to something. And she's like, you and your secret shows. And he's like, no, like, it was you. It's like, you're the one who was up to something. You go to the hospital and get checked out. Like, clearly, if this is if you both are whatever's going on right now, whatever you guys can see or feel, both of you get to the hospital and both of you get checked out, right? Doesn't that make sense? It's not the police station. You're not saying go turn yourself in, right? Like whatever's happening is somebody went out and brought something back, or you're both filthy, disgusting people, and you just have a rash from being disgusting in your disgusting home. But who knows? I don't know. So how does that get racist? No way, really, is there? She yells at him, oh, it's because I'm black, isn't it? Yeah, I realize I just got real quiet when I said that. But she screams, oh, it's because I'm black. And and a white woman wouldn't go off cheating on you or whatever. Which they kind of yell stuff like that back and forth every once in a while, where it's just like, what is going on over there? Like, you don't trust each other because of your races. Not because you're clearly both, or one of you at least, is an untrustworthy maniac. So even worse, he screams back, yes! Like, oh no. That is so not the right answer to that question, Fantacan. Not the right answer to anybody. And he's like, well... And she's like, oh, really? And then, I don't know, half a second passes and he's like, yeah, you're right. Basically, like, all women are capable of this. Like, it's clearly you. It's clearly you, dog. Only eyeball. Is that what that says? Only eyeball is following now. Da 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 da. Only the eyeball can see you so well. It's just like Sauron, with a lot less fire. There's only one eyeball. This song will retire. Now, so like, all right, this is a cool, awesome exchange to have screamed into the world. Oh, that is a good point. Laser sharks. When their genitals do rot off, then they won't have as much, crazy things. There we go. Let's get a crazy robot here. So they screamed that back and forth, like literally for, let's say 10 minutes straight of just accusing each other back and forth. And then, I don't know, I walk away to go do some work or what. I live life and I don't pay attention for a minute. And, whoa, what was that? See, that's the sub thing. Thanks, Space Scooty. Little sub. Thanks for the sub. That's what. Again, maybe it's because of Mixer. I don't know. They should all be working now. This crotch area is just not working for me. That looks weird. Anyway, let's have some marker fun with this. Let's have marker fun. And that's kind of what I said, Laser Sharks. It was like, hey idiots, don't you realize... yeah, I was saying it to Tara. I was just like, love is measured by volume. Like, they're super in love. And that's what I know now. And in spite of whatever problems they have, they will persevere with volume. The loudness, not the quantity. So then they drift into I should have written it down. It's technically a really great little motto probably to live by, but it goes what was it? If you borrow, you pay. I think it was if you borrow, you pay was the motto. Because somebody borrowed $100 from Lily, I think, or Lily lives next door. I don't know. And he was like, well, you're always borrowing money from Lily. You're always borrowing money from Lily, so it probably was you. So you pay her back. And she's like, it wasn't me. It was you. You pay. If you borrow the money, you pay it back. And she's like, guys, I don't know what the problem was earlier or why you arrived at you're cheating on me. One of us should go to the hospital, but $100 doesn't matter. $100 doesn't matter if that problem is still floating around in the air because it just happened 10 minutes ago. Then what is going on over there? What is going on there? So they were just screaming back and forth about who owes who the money, who should pay them back, where it went, blah, 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 blah. Not that they don't fight about money all the time. I think the first fight I heard was about him borrowing money, but it sounded a little more excuse me, like he stole the money from somebody or managed to borrow it from somebody without them realizing, and him trying to get away with not paying it back. But I don't know, whatever. She was real mad. And that alone, like, somebody lent money to you guys more than once? I guess they don't realize what's going on in here. Maybe I did. Maybe I did write it down. There's definitely something more to that. No, I guess I did not. But what I did write down was, and I know that Laser Sharks is a big Game of the Thrones fan. Everybody is, or a lot of people are, and that's fine. Like, technically, by all rights and logic, I should also be a huge Game of Thrones fan, but I'm just not. I'm all like, I liked the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, but I'm not actually like a super big fantasy person. You know, dragons are cool, but old timey time stuff, I'm not super enthralled by to get into it. I tried watching a few episodes, just like, cool, yeah, this is still soap opera style. I can't deal with this. This is going to take 10 years to get to wherever I'm getting, and that's fine. Like, there's 1,000 things. There's this show, and everybody in the world isn't watching it, but they should be. But everybody thinks you should be watching Game of Thrones, and again, that's fine. Most people, I would like to think, are normal, like a Laser Shark that will say like, yeah. You can watch whatever show you want to watch. You can play a different video game than me, and we can all live our lives. It doesn't matter. But on the internet, why I don't go to Facebook anymore, or very rarely, except to share stuff like this show, and drawings. There's a war going on Facebook all the time. When somebody likes something, a war starts. And just the other day, I don't even know how it happened, I found myself like, I'm about to just jump into this fight for no reason. Somebody posted a thing just like, hey, I don't like when blank 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 happens. And then somebody else was like, hey, well, you're a blank blank, just like you're saying, and you're doing that right now. And they're like, I see how you're trying to start a fight here. I don't know why you're doing that. I'm trying to say that it's not cool to start fights. Don't do this. And I was just like, whoa, like, what am I doing? Like, just get out of Facebook. Get out of Facebook. Again, like, I don't want to play football. Stop going on the field. I don't want to fight anybody anymore. Yeah, like, I watch a bunch of YouTube like stuff now that are just like, this stuff is weird. Like, they have, 100,000, a million views, but nobody I know watches these weird, I don't know, movie shows or whatever, all kinds of weird things. Because as near as I could tell, Game of Thrones came back this week. I guess Sunday was the new season. But a bunch of people were posting this thing to like preempt preempt the people that are like, I don't even watch Game of Thrones. And so all these posters was just like, now it's those times that all the people that don't watch Game of Thrones are like, oh, I don't watch it and I'm better than you. Well, you're not better than me because I watch a show and you don't. Like, who are you fighting? Are you fighting your mom? Like, it sounds like you're just having an argument with your mom that you decided to have on the internet about a TV show that you like. I don't care what TV shows people like or don't like. I don't care. When I don't like one, yeah, I have a bunch of stuff to say about it. And when I do like one, I got a bunch of stuff to say about it. But I will not act like you're going to war against me because, you think that, I don't know, Batman and Robin is like an amazing movie. Like, it's not. But if you do, that's fine. Enjoy it day and night. I still watch the original Ninja Turtles movie like once a year. Still love it. I watched the Ed Norton Hulk movie the other day again. Still watch that every once in a while. I still love it. I don't know why. Is it the greatest? Definitely not, but I still love it. And yeah, exactly. Who cares? Just like a shark. Who cares? Take a bite and move on. Don't take a bite, move on. Just keep moving. Everybody. My hat is like a shark fin. LL Cool J. So there was that one. But the other one that got me even more riled up, even more just tempted to do some Facebook justice, which, as we all know, is what I call it when I'm like, oh no, type. Here's some justice for the world in text form on Facebook, which is, it's nothing. It's just like, here's a tirade that I think is clever and whatever, and who cares? Who cares? I'll go watch a show that I like instead of having a Facebook fight. I'll go enjoy my life instead of fighting about what other people are fighting over. But yeah, this other one that I'm sure you've seen it goes, hey, like, these people that are like, hey, Game of Thrones season 8 or whatever is just starting up, like, can I pretty much get all caught up and up to speed by watching 5 episodes? No, like, winter already came, bitch, or whatever, like. So, you're mad that the people are complaining that they don't watch Game of Thrones and they don't want to, talk about Game of Thrones all day. That's fine. But the people that are like, hey, can I come join your game? Can I join that Game of Thrones with you guys? You're too old, Skywalker. You're too old. Too old you are. To Throne of Games watcher, you. Like, what's going on, Yoda? You train everybody. You guys train everybody. It doesn't matter how old they are. Yeah, but that's a thing that we say sometimes. So get out of here. And that one really irked me because I'm just like, I don't even want to get into Game of Thrones, but now I'm like, Don't act like I can't watch it. I can't watch a show as good as you. Is that what you're saying? I'm not as good at watching a TV show as you are? How dare you? How dare you, Internet? I can watch TV. I can watch TV real good. So good. Other TV watchers say, damn. I made TV. I worked in TV. Real TV, not this internet nonsense. I've had to watch TV and fix it. Like, oh, you gotta complain about this show? I sure do. Well, then go back to your desk and fix it. Like, yes, sir. Good point, sir. That is my job, sir. That's what's wrong with the world today. We have all these things. It's like technically the greatest generation now where, hey, are you bored? Are you bored? Is there nothing to do? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel crazy? Do you feel stupid? Do you feel smart and you want to do a puzzle? Like, all of it. All of it. If you have access to one of these magic machines, you have access to it all. And as far as just like, I just want to sit around and watch my shows. wow, it's never technically been easier. Like, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Ooh, I don't like these figures. But if anybody's ever going to go to war over a show, it's this show. It's me. It's Fantacan. Fantacan. Why is that? Where did you come from, Fantacan? Where did you come from? Were you some sort of smoke monster of some lady's nether regions? No. I birthed you. With my own hands. Because I'm the mother of Fanticans. And that's about all of my Game of Thrones knowledge. One episode that I did watch was, hey, is that a weird tar monster coming out of that lady? Yep, This show is crazy. Do you know why? Do you know why you want a Fanta? Because advertising works. It just works. I don't even want this Fanta, all right? I did my taxes the other night, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do my taxes. I don't want to do math. I just did my best to get out of doing some charts at work, some graphs. I'm like, oh my god, like, thanks, Corbin. Thanks, Sly Quipper. Because I would rather cry and look for another job than do any of these graphs. This is so much just math, and if I do it, it's going to look the same as if I did it in grade 5 the last time I did a graph. It is the orange flavored pop, Patrick. Actually, I don't even know. If I'm, like I said, I'm not that much of an allegiance to Fanta, really. I just think it has a fun name. Fun commercials. And it used to seem kind of obscure. Now it's like, hey, it's just normal, so it's like it's not that special anymore. But like I said, I was doing my taxes. And I'm like, I don't want to do my taxes. So I went and got some groceries, and I got a bunch of vegetables, a bunch of fruit. Now I have a bunch of fruit flies. I don't know where they come from. I still don't... the fruit fly war. That's a war. That's a war to have. I have so many fruit fly traps. Caught, killed so many fruit flies. Somehow there's still the exact same amount of fruit flies. But whatever. That's what you get. But yeah, Fanta's more of a citrus orange. Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna get myself some sort of snacky junk food, so I got some like marshmallow Santa Clauses, because they were there at the grocery store. They had all the different shapes, but I'm like, I want to get some marshmallow Santa Clauses, and I'm gonna get some Fanta, because for some reason, maybe because I've advertised it to myself for so long, because I thought having a Fanta can friend would be funny, I'm gonna get one of those little cases of 4 cans of Fanta. Delicious. What a delicious treat. I think I got some cheesies, a whole orange-themed snack night for if and when I get these taxes done, or for when I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, I need a break for 2 hours from doing these taxes that only take, like, really technically a few hours. Formula Eagle 81 is now following. Aw, snaps. Thanks. Formula... No, what's a good eagle song? Anyway, I got 4 cans of Fanta, and I'm like, oh, this is the last one. Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, am I done yet? oh, so much sugar. I don't need 4 cans of Fanta in a 3-day span. But they're there, so I'm gonna drink them. 1 and 2. This is my Fanta show. Someday Fanta will be sponsoring this, and we'll all be winners. But yeah, it's different than Orange Crush. Same with like C plus. I feel like used to be my jam for a while because it said like made with real sun-kissed orange juice, and I liked that. I liked that a lot. But I also don't believe it a lot, and I don't know. I think maybe they got bought out by somebody else and became something else, or maybe it's still a thing and I just don't notice them anymore. Out of the corner of my eye, it looks like Space Goonie says, "Oh, Mama's shaving." It's not what it says. It's not what it says. My mom always shaves for Easter. Oh, snaps. Boop. Anyway, what was I railing about? Television? Fanta? Ah, yeah, that's all it was. So I got a bunch of snacks and then ended up with a bunch of sugar. So I don't drink pop that much anymore. Let's put some discs in here. Oh, damn. I thought there was... Oh, yes. And then the other... purple stuff. Can't get enough of that purple stuff. But... I watched a movie that I haven't seen before. Only one? You have Netflix and a computer. Like, yeah, I know. But, I guess... I don't want to guess. I know it's true. I feel like it's a fairly huge undertaking to watch a movie, because movies are, you know, just like a Game of Thrones. Like, they're war-worthy. Like, they get in right down to the bone, and they rattle around, and they make you think things. And those things are either, this is garbage, why am I wasting my time, I gotta talk about this, or this is fantastic or scary, or oh, I didn't realize I was going to be thinking about this sad stuff right now. So I don't like taking my chances with movies a lot of the time. And yeah, maybe that makes me a crazy person, but no, I got no argument for that. It just makes me a crazy person. So it's very rare that I'm just going to randomly watch a movie because A, I have to pay attention to it. I have to get into it. And B, when I do, I'm into it. I'm affected. There's no way around it. So this week's movie was, I'm pretty sure I watched other things, but the one main movie this week was Netflix's Unicorn Store. Yeah, Unicorn Store, directed by Brie Larson. That's her name, right? And starring her and Samuel L. Jackson. And a bunch of other awesome people. I forget the names of the people that played her parents, but they're great too. Pretty much all the characters, all the actors were fantastic. Very well done movie. What was it about? I'm not sure. wasn't quite about what I thought it was going to be about when it started playing, or like when I read the thing, like, oh, this sounds pretty interesting. This is probably about, exactly what I'm thinking, like some girl who enjoys using her imagination and then finds a way to take her imagination and use it in her real life with imaginary fanticans and whatnot. Like it's got to be about that, right? And again, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I don't want to spoil it for Space Goodies or Laser Sharks. But yeah, at one point, I start to think, like, oh, is this movie much darker than I think that it is? I think this must be taking a very dark turn, and I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know what this movie's about now. But then in the end, it's also still kind of one of those movies where I'm like, I I have some questions, please. I have a question. What happened? I mean, I see everything that happened. It's not that, and it's only because other movies are like, hey, Samuel Jackson's going to come back after the credits and tell me what just happened, right? Like, because is that what happened? Like, is what I just saw exactly what happened? Or is some of this in somebody's head? Is some of it not? Kind of that kind of thing. But it wasn't that dark. It's not that light either, I guess. But it was again very well done. Definitely makes you think, and everybody was just really good in it. So can't not recommend it. But like I said, in the end, I'm just like, is this about abuse? Was this girl horribly abused? Are we gonna get to an abuse story? Because we were doing all this other stuff for a long time, and I'm real scared now that we're gonna get to something real dark. And I won't spoil it for you whether or not it does. But that was fun. If it had got really dark, I was like, this would have been really good. But my main thing to talk about, this has nothing to do with the story, nothing to do with the movie in any way, shape, or form, is forever. As far as I know, Brie Larson, yeah, that's what I said before. Brie Larson doesn't exist. She's not I don't know who she is. Like hear like every interview, just read a podcast, people like, oh, Brie Um, oh, like that Brie Larson, like, who is that? Who is that? And in my mind, here's who I've been making that person for years, probably years. Like, I don't know how long she's been doing stuff for, at least years. People would say Brie Larson, and I would think, oh, they mean Britta from Game of Community Thrones, because on Community, Gillian Jacobs is the blonde lady, and I think I know that Brie Larson is a blonde lady, and that's all that I know. So both of them look similar enough that I don't need to know which is which. Then, Annie, on Community, her real name is Allison Brie, right? So what I did was I took Allison Brie and I took the Gillian Jacobs and I combined them into this Brie Larson person. So from beginning to end, like literally right to the end, I'm going to check out these credits. I literally watched the credits to see, did Brie Larson just direct this movie? Or was she the star? Or is Gillian Jacobs the star? Because I'm not sure that I know. I feel like they both have a similar cadence and acting style. I think they're, Gillian Jacobs, I think, is the greatest. Like, she shows up on podcasts all the time that I listen to, and she's just amazing. And there's an improv movie, I think it's called Don't Think Twice. She's in that. Mike Birbiglia, and Keegan-Michael Key. A bunch of awesome people are in it anyway, and they're all great in that. So it's like, she always is great and stuff. This Brie Larson person, I have no idea. If I've seen her in anything else. I haven't seen the Captain Marvel, so I don't know. And Alison Brie, she does well as well. I've nothing against her. Um, all right, yeah. So Scott Pilgrim was a movie that I loved, but didn't go back and rewatch at any point in time. So none of that's really frozen in my head, except for the when the Culkin opens the door and then Scott Pilgrim jumps out that window. Greatest scene in any movie ever. The timing of that is just beyond beautiful. Ooh, now Amber Heard is a name that I've heard of, and I think the most I've ever thought is I've heard that name. I've Amber heard that name before. End of thought. So she's probably my, now that I know, now that Brie Larson has become Captain Marvel, Amber Heard will become my new Brie Larson, which is, hey, who's that? I don't know. It's still bad enough I throw on a Conan, or not a Conan, but like a Conan clip or something like that on YouTube, and then it's like, hey, let's jump. You like that interview with somebody that you actually know who they are? You'll probably like this interview with this person you've never heard of in your life. You don't know what they do, but they're rich and famous now. It's like, oh, cool, good for them. Good for them. When they pop up in something that I like, I'll start remembering them. But for now, I already got a Gillian Jacobs up in there. Bunch of weird random comedy names. Bobby Moynihan's and whatnot. Zach Oyama, Zach Oyama, I think is his name. Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm going to say Pineapple Express. Very unmemorable movie. I'm going to say, again, not bad. Just like, hey, once that's over, I'm like, all right, that's over. I don't remember any of the super clever things that were said during that movie, but I'm sure there were several. But you know what people don't remember that I definitely keep not remembering, and we all should remember. Don't say a date on September right now, Pat. um, now we need a theme song for that. Oh, hey, here we go. No. Yeah, whatever. Oh, hey, here we go. It's our new show where we crap on Amber Heard, even though you don't know who she is or what she does. Oh, we're gonna take a crap on Amber Heard's nose. It's the Crapping on Amber Heard show. But yeah, speaking of watching The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton, and I mean, people keep, when people talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, every once in a while somebody will mention like, oh, actually, technically, the Hulk is the first in the cinematic universe which kind of sucks because I do, I do think Ed Norton is the best, and I think it would be awesome if he suddenly just came back and replaced Ruffalo as the hilarious Hulk. Again, not that they're not fun. But yeah, that's the movie that after the credits, Robert Downey Jr., before there was any Iron Manning, he shows up at the end to talk to, who does he talk to? Is it Ross? I guess it's General Ross. And he's the one that's like, we're putting a team together. And it's like, you are? No, you're not, because I think it's at the end of Iron Man that they kind of reboot that start of the cinematic universe. And Tony Stark, and Samuel Jackson's like, hey, we're starting up a team. Like, of who? Of what? What are you talking about? Like, hey, you were already the one starting this team. But then somebody told Samuel Jackson that the new Avengers, Nick Fury, is based on him. And he was like, count me in. I want to be a part of everything. So I guess technically they rebooted him out of it. But technically, we could legally, as a nation, replace Ruffalo with Norton, and not a court in the land can fight against us. Alright, forget to finish these eyes. All right. Let me do some erasing, and we'll have some fun with some shading. These days, I'm gonna go to the art store. I'm gonna get a new eraser. This is getting insane. Cause if you go down to the unicorn store, you're in store for a whole lot more. Sammy J is there and he'll say, I've got a unicorn to sell you today. But you might have to wait while I put it on order. Also, it's imaginary. Do you have a disorder? That's for you to decide. Maybe it's a puzzle. Maybe it's all obvious. Maybe you need a muzzle. Probably I do. But come on down to the unicorn store. Make sure you get some hay. And an apple core. Right. Kind of almost just grinding hard plastic instead of using the eraser at this point. But whatever, good enough. Good enough. Well, anyway, if you're a laser shark, you're out there swimming around, it's all just salt water. How do you refresh yourself? Thanks, Fanta. Fresh goes Fanta, Fanta freshness. Fresh goes Fanta, Fanta fresh and full of Fant. The fresh refresher maker. I know I was mixing two things. Oops. Now the key to making things look shiny, of course, is to not color them. Just leave a big white spot. Leave a big white, shiny white spot. Can I? There we go. Can we see where my fingers are? Can you see this Fanta can? Look down. Right there. Close enough. With the bubbly, sparkly lime. What? What? Why did I sing the song? Why did I sing a whole song about it? You know what I'm talking about. And you're going to be like, oh, great idea. I'll just have a bubbly lime. I don't know what the point of this is then. Why do we... You're not using... What are you even looking at, you maniac? I was trying to... Well, we're just trying to sell Fantas for the Fanta Corporation. My good friend, this Fanta can here, trying to drink his innards, sell some. Oh, it's so refreshing and delicious. I don't even... I guess I'll just draw this picture, and then I'll get in my car and I'll drive for 2.5 hours and drop off a half-drank can of Fanta at Laser Shark's house. Then get back in my car and drive another 2.5 hours back here and do a stream about, hey guys, sorry we had to take that 4.5, 5-hour break, but I had to go drop a fan. No! Commercials are like, oh, this is great. Beep boop bop boop 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 boop. Yeah. Hey, Pizza Hut, can I have 4 cans of Fanta and, I don't know, a calzone or something to make this valid? But mostly I just want some Fanta. Click. Wait, you're not on dial-up. You can use your phone and the internet at the same time. Don't even say that you can't. It's like you've never even tried to please a corporation before. Oh my god. Kids these days. Yeah, the grocery store is like just down the street, like across the street from me. That's why it's so easy to get these Fanta kids. No, I'm of course just kidding. Just like the Game of Thrones. Drink what you want, eat what you want, watch what you want. I don't care at all about the Fanta Corporation, which, did we discuss whether or not it's Coca-Cola? Who owns you? Bottled in Toronto, bottled in Canada, Fanta trademark. Fanta's just Fanta? Is that what we discovered? Yeah, I thought they were a Coca-Cola company. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. But it doesn't seem to say it on the can anymore, at least. I don't know where else to look. Not a significant source of vitamins. Oh, there it is. Coca-Cola Limited. All right, Coke, you win this round. You win this round. Of course it was. Everything's invented by Nazis. Well, Jadarade is filled with like I forget now, mercury or something. So it's like you can't get behind a corporation anymore like you could in the old days. Cause there's Fanta cans and there's Fanta fans. You can drink it or you can be a Fanta man with your little eyes and your Fanta hands on your hips like a Fanta can. Oh wait, did I give him arms? Oh yeah, he's got little arms on his hips. Cause life is like a Fanta can here in Duckburg. Orange and fruit punch. It's a plan, Duckman. What? Is that true? Everything has a crazy story. What? Driving what? What's he driving? What are you driving at? Oh. This is not darker. And there we have a robot lady, robot lady. I imagine not. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. It's not the drink of the Nazi party. Hopefully, it'll stay that way. Alright, and like always, I feel the need, this purple's always fun, to throw something in the background instead of drawing this lady in her bathroom taking a selfie. Put some purple back here. Impatient purple, it's what it is, 'cause I don't care. Just want to fill it up, but I don't want to take the time to make it even. This isn't a good song. Call your friend Steven. Maybe he can do better, 'cause I don't care. Don't be jealous of my robo booty or my robot booby or my robot scooty. It's a scooter that it comes out of my butt. I could drive it all day. Hey, what? Yeah, I'm a transformer. Call me RC. I'm also a computer and I'm smart as can be. Oh man. Yeah, this is just a little bit RC-ish. I got my robot brassiere, but it's here. It's weird. It's also my chest. So it's disappeared. You can't quite see it, but my boobs are rocking. They also have rockets, and I'm a robot that's talking. I'm walking. I got feet. I can balance, you see. I can do a backflip like that dog on TV. Oh, laziness. Let's use some water. So hanging out in a purple sky, purple sky, purple sky. Taking pictures of myself to send to some guy, 'cause I'm a robot in a purple sky. Pretty much see it. Focusing good. But if you follow on Instagram like you should, you'll be able to see getting drag contestants from RuPaul's Drag Race coming to Moncton. That sounds wonderful. Go and hug them. We need some countdown paper. Why don't I? I have a whole week to bring the paper in here. But I do not. Alright. Oh, wow. Oh, Fanta Kid. Didn't realize how long I was sitting there with my leg bent up. Oh, that hurts. That hurts real good. All right, Ripples, take over for 2 seconds while I grab some paper. Hit my head on the microphone. That's fine. That is fine. And then we go boop, doo, 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 doo. Do 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 do. All right, so 1, if you are a new follower, a new subscriber, a new watcher, and you don't already follow no such thing as Grown Ups on Instagram, go and do that so you can see the good versions. You can know when the stream is going to start, because I announce it there. This totally changed colors, and the other thing is I almost have 500 Instagram followers. And I want to have 500 Instagram followers, so I only need like 12 more. I don't know any of those names. I don't watch that particular program. But it sounds like fun. Alright, so you guys ready for countdown? As we've discussed before, I throw up a clock, you got 30 seconds. And you got to make the longest word. You get one word, present it over here. I say over here, present it on the chat. Whether you're watching on Mixer, YouTube, or Twitch. But yeah, use the letters provided. And I don't know what that means either. You terrify me sometimes, Laser Sharks. I'm going to assume that means you're a Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the chat for 2 seconds. I'm gonna go to the random letter generator, and we're gonna have 9 letters some vowels and consonants, and then try to make your longest word. I'm going to start with S. S. Next letter. K. Sk. W. Okay, time for some vowels. Ooh, got one right away. O. Squard. Let's try to get let's get some vowels out of the way right away. Come on, vowels. Hey, Valerina. Come, what you do, hey, now, Valerina. A is our next vowel. Let's see if I can't get, all right, let's go L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more. Fully random. Okay, those are not even real letters. U. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know times this thing just says X over and over again. E. Oh, it's too many vowels this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. One more. Oh. Alright, there was a T in there. T. They all fit on there. Alright, cool. I gotta switch back over to my chat system. Everybody's ready. And 30 seconds. I think 5 is the best I can come up with. But feel free to present your words. You've had more than 30 seconds, especially with these delays. No one's policing you. Who has the longest word? Using these letters only. Space Goonies got a 5. Similar to the 5, that is the best that I could come up with. Pat's got a 6. Ooh, I knew somebody would come up with 1. Skate. That's what I got. I got skate and wakes. I was trying to come up with something to jam that S at the end. Salute. I felt like that should be there, but maybe I don't know how to spell. So Pat is the winner with salute. So he gets to use the mug this week. Unless anybody else is floating around out there. But usually, for the most part, this is the war between Space Goonie and Pat in our our ongoing obsession with 8 out of 10 cats. Does count, not real countdown. That sounds too hard and not funny. But Laser Sharks, did you come up with any words? I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Just disappointed. Not even lying, that totally landed right where the post-it note pad goes, except it's a little bit askew. Anyway, that has been No Such Thing as Grown-Ups live stream. I've got 2 podcasts to edit. Last week's I finally finished with our friend Melissa. Your guys' friend. I keep wanting to say. Oh, I want to say Laser Sharks. Laser Sharks is the right name. Laser Sharks' friend. So yeah, she's on the last podcast. We do some fun improv at the grocery store, or we pretend we're at the grocery store. And then yeah, I recorded 2 more. I'll probably put a new one up tomorrow if I don't forget. Both of those are fantastic and hilarious, and as they always are. As always, NoSuchThingsGrownUps.com. Like it says up there, it's got links to all the things. If you're not following this on Twitch or YouTube or wherever, follow it there. Instagram links, Facebook. If you're still into that, I still post stuff there for this. And as always, that's on the other screen. But yeah, like it says way over there in the bottom corner, it pops up every once in a while. Also, the Sexy Dinosaur books are there, and other things, art and whatnot. But most importantly, this thing. See, there it is. This thing, podcast, and what have you. Uh-oh, I hit a button. That looks like it ended the show. What happened? Hello? What's going on over here? Did my internet die? Hello, internet? Is this thing on? I don't know what's going on right now. The little square is red instead of green. Is it lagging? Is it lagging like crazy hard? Is it like all choppy and weird? So this is weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The internet's like plugged into the wall, so it shouldn't be changing colors like that. I don't know, maybe I knocked the internet cord out when I threw that thing over there. Anyway, I don't know. It's fluctuating, but it's the end anyway. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. It should be the fastest, but oh, there we go. Hey. I was going to say the internet was basically not even plugged in. It looks like it's going back up to green now. Can it stay at green? Alright, I guess it's just my internet provider is not providing enough internet speeds today. So this has been a laggy pile of nonsense. Ugh, what a waste. What a waste. I didn't even sell any Fanta to any sharks. Nothing makes any sense. But anyway, see you guys next Tuesday, and we'll draw something else. Who knows what? Who knows why? And maybe, I don't know, we'll have a new Fanta can or something else over there. I do have some ideas for some other things I wanna do or add, but I have 1,000 of those, and half of them I never get to. But yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for drawing along. I look forward to seeing everybody's drawings, and I know everybody should have one of these. Yeah, like I said, every Tuesday, 8:30 Atlantic time. Yeah, that's a time zone. Check us out, and the credits are number 3. It's been a good time to stream. Right, you TD! Oh, snaps. Oh, hey, Johnny C, if you are there and I missed you watching on YouTube, your drawing is done. I sent you a message. Send me your address and I will send you your artwork. Right, you TD. Oh, there you are. Johnny C! Yeah, check your Facebook messages. Send me your address. Your picture's done. I might still touch it up a little bit, but I just wanted to send it away. The end.